Olga Koshimbetova and Frend, a journey of love, parenthood, and new beginnings. Olga Koshimbetova and Frend, who gained recognition through their appearance on 90 Day Fiancé Season 6, have experienced a roller coaster journey of love, challenges, and growth. From young parents navigating a new relationship across borders to co-parents balancing personal goals and shared responsibilities, their story has captured the attention of fans for years. Now, in 2025, their dynamic continues to evolve, revealing both personal transformations and the realities of modern relationships. From young love to parenthood, Olga and Steven met in their early 20s during a summer in Maryland, where they quickly formed a connection that would shape their lives. After discovering they were expecting a child, the couple decided to remain together and raise their family. In early 2018, Olga gave birth to their first child, Alex, in her home country of Russia. Recognizing the significance of their relationship and wanting to build a life together, Steven and Olga began the K-1 visa process, allowing her to move to the United States. Their journey was documented on the 6th season of 90 Day Fiancé, where viewers followed the couple through the ups and downs of long-distance love, cultural adjustments, and new parenthood. Despite facing difficult circumstances, they pressed forward, determined to make their relationship work. In August 2019, Steven and Olga officially tied the knot, settling into life in the U.S., with hopes of creating a stable home for their young son. Reality hits, navigating married life and personal growth. While their marriage initially offered a fresh start, new challenges soon arose. In 2020, Steven and Olga temporarily separated, citing personal differences that made it difficult to remain under the same roof. Although they spent time apart, the couple later reconciled and welcomed their second child, Layla, in September 2022. Parenthood appeared to bring them closer again, and for a while, it seemed as though they had found common ground. However, with time, differences in their priorities and lifestyles began to resurface. The stresses of raising children, career ambitions, and everyday responsibilities added pressure to their already complicated relationship. A public update. The couple confirms their split. In August 2024, Steven took to social media to provide an update on his relationship with Olga. While the couple had kept much of their personal life private in recent years, Steven chose to address ongoing speculation by confirming that he and Olga had officially separated. He emphasized their mutual respect for one another and praised Olga for being a devoted and loving mother to their children. Although they had decided to go their separate ways as partners, Steven and Olga agreed that their shared role as parents was their top priority. They began to co-parent with a focus on maintaining stability and emotional support for their kids, a decision that was praised by fans for its maturity and sense of responsibility. A new chapter, 90 Day Diaries, sheds light on their current lives. In May 2025, both Olga and Steven reappeared on 90 Day Diaries Season 6, offering viewers a deeper glimpse into their current circumstances and mindset. Speaking candidly, Steven explained, "The past few months, we really haven't been seeing eye to eye too much." He revealed that he had moved out of their shared residence and was now living with a friend in an effort to gain clarity and reduce conflict. Olga also shared her perspective, noting that the situation had been emotionally complex. She expressed that she was considering a return to Russia with their children, not only as a personal choice, but also due to the increasing cost of living in New York City. While nothing had been finalized, the idea of returning to her home country remained on the table as she weighed the best options for her family, financial realities, and career aspirations. During her segment on 90 Day Diaries, Olga opened up about the financial difficulties she faced as a single mother living in New York. With 2 young children to care for, she acknowledged that her current work in marketing didn't cover all her expenses. Living in New York City with 2 kids, it's hard, she admitted. However, Olga wasn't just thinking about returning to Russia out of necessity. She also had dreams she wanted to pursue. She discussed her passion for photography and her vision of turning that passion into a sustainable career. Her goal was to build a name for herself as a photographer in the U.S., which could potentially allow her to remain in New York and provide for her children more comfortably. She shared, "If I can grow my photography business, maybe things will change. I want to succeed here, but I also need to do what's best for my kids." Her comments reflected a thoughtful balancing act between ambition and practicality, showcasing a determined and evolving mindset. Embracing life in New York. Though earlier in 2025 Olga had considered moving back to Russia, it appears she has chosen to remain in New York for the time being. In April, she shared a heartfelt post on Instagram that included snapshots of her life in the city, spending time with friends, working on photography projects, and exploring local attractions. Her captions simply read, "Life lately," suggesting a moment of peace and acceptance in her journey. Her Instagram bio currently reads, "Mom and photographer in NYC," further indicating that she has decided, at least for now, to stay and pursue her dreams in the U.S. Olga's growing presence online as a photographer has begun to gain recognition, and she often shares her work and creative projects with followers. Co-parenting and communication. Despite no longer being romantically involved, Olga and Steven continue to prioritize healthy communication for the sake of their children. Their ability to co-parent effectively has earned praise from fans who've followed their journey since 90 Day Fiancé Season 6. In the 90 Day Diaries episode, both acknowledged that while they may have gone their separate ways, they remain deeply committed to providing a safe and loving environment for Alex and Layla. Steven said, "We both want what's best for them. That's something we can agree on." Their ability to keep the focus on their children, rather than their differences, speaks volumes about how much both have matured since their early days on television. Many fans noted the growth in both Olga and Steven since their first appearance, observing that time and experience have helped them better understand themselves and their roles as parents. What the future holds for Olga and Steven. As of mid-2025, the future for Olga and Steven remains open-ended. While it seems unlikely they'll reconcile romantically, both appear to be on individual paths of self-discovery and growth. Olga continues to focus on building her career in photography and finding stability in a bustling city, while Steven maintains his own life and remains involved in his children's upbringing. For fans who followed their story from the beginning, the couple's journey offers a candid look at the challenges and triumphs that come with cross-cultural relationships, young parenthood, and personal reinvention. Though no longer together, Olga and Steven have shown that mutual respect and shared responsibilities can still form the foundation of a supportive family dynamic. Their experience also underscores the reality that not all relationships have to end in conflict. Sometimes, going separate ways can be the healthiest option, especially when it allows both individuals to thrive in their own right while still showing up for the people who matter most, their children. Final thoughts. Olga Koshimbetova and Steven Frend's journey has been anything but ordinary. From international beginnings and cultural challenges to navigating love, marriage, and eventual separation, their story is one of resilience, adaptability, and growth. Though their paths have diverged, Olga and Steven continue to demonstrate that co-parenting with empathy and purpose is possible. As Olga builds her photography business and embraces life in New York, and Steven forges his own path, their story continues to evolve, reminding fans that new beginnings often emerge from life's most unexpected turns.